I've recently started uploading songs to YouTube. However, I did compose my first song on the piano, but I can no longer play it. Furthermore, playing the guitar is a pipe dream for me. I can't play it at all. And, ironically, I'm far worse at singing than playing instruments. Yet, annoyingly, I like singing. One time, wanting to know the title of a song, I sang it in front of my sister and nephew, but they didn't recognize it. Since there was no other way, I tried playing single notes on the piano, and they understood. It was a complicated feeling for me that people understood my piano playing, which I hadn't played in decades, more than the songs I loved. Right now, I can't even play a simple Japanese children's song like Butterfly. This is partly because I've been in an environment where I couldn't play the piano for over 10 years. However, because I took piano lessons for over 10 years, I can easily spot the mistakes my nephew makes when he plays. That's why, whenever my nephew practices the piano, I, who can't play the piano myself, point out all sorts of things to him. And since my sister also took piano lessons, my nephew ends up getting scolded by both of them, which is really sad. I know I should just not say anything, but somehow I can't stand the idea of him trying to cover up the parts he can't play. My sister occasionally asks me to play songs I used to be able to play, like, Play the Puppy Waltz. If I could go back to being a teenager, I'd play it for you. My sister has such a good memory of unpleasant things. She also often asks me to play Mozart's Turkish March. I used to play the B section of the Turkish March a lot because I liked how it starts darkly with A and B, then suddenly opens up to a C sharp. There's no way I can play it now. I can't even remember the notes in the children's song, Tulip. My love of singing seems to be quite a nuisance to my family, and my brother has been suggesting I take up a different hobby. He seems to remember that I was somewhat good at drawing, but I like singing. So why did I choose art instead of music as my elective subject in high school? Perhaps I actually knew I didn't have any musical talent. So, how do I compose music? I composed my first song on the piano, but I couldn't play the piano at all. So, I created using musical notation on my PC. However, the accompaniment, which consists of a series of eighth notes, makes my songs, which already all sound the same, sound even more like the same song, so I tried my best with things like triplets and double beats. It was too much trouble, so I quickly went back to an accompaniment consisting only of eighth notes. And since extracting songs from YouTube is too much trouble for me, I decided to upload the songs to a website where I could download them. At the time, the page was written in English, so I wrote the description in English. A few days later, I realized that the page could be displayed in Japanese. I'm just hopeless at everything.